Welcome, guys. Thank you all so very much for taking time out of your busy schedules to come and check out this video. My name is Matt, also known as Jackal. Today, the update went live for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. When you're seeing this, the update went live on Tuesday, December 15th, and it is at least Friday, December 18th now. So, having said that, with that said, I just wanted to go through the patch notes, try and explain some changes that are happening, explain what's going on, what you can expect from the new season, and how to be able to stay on top of your game. So, pretty much without further ado, just dive into these patch notes and see what we can pull out. So, first and foremost, the Battle Pass is going live now. If you didn't play Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the Battle Pass system you will most likely recognize from Fortnite, Apex, Valorant, any other mainstream game right now has this DLC system where you level up as you play the game. As you spend time, you level up the Battle Pass as well as your in-game level. By leveling up the Battle Pass, you unlock new items. Now, the thing with that is there are two different kinds of Battle Passes. There's the free version where you get a new item, a new whatever it may be, a new skin for a weapon, something like that, every 5 or 10 levels. And then you get the paid Battle Pass, which is obviously you unlock one item per level. There's 100 tiers, 100 levels in this system, this first iteration. Some new things to expect in this Battle Pass. There's 2 new weapons that everybody will get for free, so you don't actually have to buy the upgraded Battle Pass to get these weapons. New operator skins, new weapon blueprints, some war tracks, up to 1,300 COD points are available, double XP tokens, and so much more.
I am very big fan
of this system compared to a paid DLC system that Call of Duty used to use, where you had to independently buy each DLC that came out every couple of months. That usually included 4 DLC maps, 1 zombies experience, and that's usually about it, to be honest. So having this, you get the weapons, you get some new operator skins, some COD points to use for future battle passes, which is always great. Very big fan of this system. Cross-game progression is now live across Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, Warzone, and Modern Warfare. So as you play any of those 3 titles, you're going to level up the battle pass that I just spoke about for this game. Obviously, it seems a little weird to level up things in Cold War while playing Modern Warfare, but I guess that's how they wanted to do it. So that's kind of cool. There's a new season progression as well. So prior to the update rolling out, you could reach level 100. Prestige 3 is what that was considered. And that's about it. But now you have level 50, where you get a new prestige, an emblem, a prestige key, a weapon blueprint, and a battle pass tier skip. And then every 50 after that, you get a new weapon, emblem, prestige key, battle pass tier skip. Once you hit 200, you get a new calling card. All your season challenges get unlocked. And then after 250 to up to level 1000, you'll get a prestige key every 50 levels. Seems like a pretty cool way to do it. I'm excited. I think I'm going to be grinding for that level 1000. I haven't done that since Black Ops 3. I haven't grinded levels like that, so I think it's going to be fun. Can't wait to dive back into the games. I'm really excited for this new season. I think Treyarch's going to give us a lot of good content that we're expecting, that we need in the game. A lot of good Battle Pass items and some good weapon tuning that is well overdue. Treyarch has also added season challenges. There's up to 20 season challenges added, unlocked every 10 season levels. Challenges are unlocked every 10 season levels, with all season challenges unlocked. Okay. Once unlocked, players continue to earn progress toward completing these challenges in future seasons. Nice little something to grind for again, something to keep you interested, not just grinding for those weapons, for those weapon camos. There's going to be some operator missions as well to unlock new skins for your operators, for your characters. With this Season 1 update, we are getting 2 new maps, 2 new 6v6 maps. The Pines, which is apparently like a shopping mall type of map, and then they have remade Raid from Black Ops 2, one of my favorite maps from Black Ops 2. I'm excited to see how Raid plays in this game. I feel like the pacing is similar to Black Ops 2, but obviously I'm sure there's going to be some minor details that have changed in that map. Speaking of raid, if you guys want me to do a side-by-side comparison of raid from Black Ops 2 and this game, make sure to drop a comment or tweet it at me. Twitter.com/JackalMRB, links down in the description, or just drop a comment. Let me know you guys want to see that, and I'll get right onto that. They are apparently also doing a holiday reskin of Nuketown. The return of Gunfight, ladies and gentlemen. I am very excited for this. Gunfight was one of my favorite modes in Modern Warfare. The 2v2 small map, basically randomly generated classes. Everybody plays with the same class. So fun. I love playing it. I will 100% be down to grind that again. So keep an eye out on my streams for that. Probably won't make it to YouTube. Might be some highlights kind of thing, but that'll mainly be a stream thing. So make sure to go over, follow my stream, twitch.tv/JackalMRB. Link is down in the description as always, though. So if you guys want to see some of that, make sure to come over, drop a follow, click that notification bell so you know when I'm streaming next. And I will definitely be checking that out in the very, very near future. Prop hunt, they're adding prop hunt into the game. Available at the start of season 1, that's kind of lit. They tried that in Black Ops 4, I think. It kind of flopped. But I'm excited to see if it continues this game, if they changed anything, if they did it any better. Very excited for that. With this Season 1 update comes the biggest weapon tuning patch we've seen yet. Obviously, the game's been out for about a month, and we're now seeing what is being considered as the biggest weapon tuning patch we've seen yet. As of right now, they've only really played with a couple of weapons. Couple of, ADS time changes, some damage output changes, but in general, we haven't really seen much for weapon changes. So we've finally gotten a good amount of weapon changes that I'm going to roll through right here, right now, give you guys the inside scoop on what you guys will feel and what you probably won't even really notice. Obviously, like I said in the Battle Pass, 2 new weapons, the MAC-10 SMG and the Groza Assault Rifle. But I'm more interested in the changes we're seeing to the current weapon set already. So as far as the weapons in this current set, the AK-47's headshot multiplier has been reduced. So you may not be able to 2-tap people in the head any longer. Might take 2 to the head, 1 to the body. They've reduced the damage for the 20-inch Spetsnaz RPK barrel, which isn't even the barrel that I suggest using, so I find that a very interesting change. Krieg's headshot multiplier has been reduced as well. They've rebuffed the FFAR to increase their damage ranges and reduced their recoil, so you're going to see people shooting a lot longer distance and be able to control their gun a lot better. So that is very exciting to change up the meta a little bit, bring back the FAMAS back to some form of glory that it deserves, because after their latest weapon tuning, the FAMAS just was not viable. It really wasn't. The recoil shot you everywhere. The damage range was absolutely terrible. So glad to see that they're trying to bring that back into the meta. Very excited. I'll be doing a video on that one shortly. As for the SMGs, increase the effective damage range for the Milano, KSP, and the Bullfrog. So each of those are getting a little bit of a buff. Can't really say I've used any of them. The Milano, I don't really care for. A lot of people are digging it. I'm just not. Tactical rifles, M16 has finally gotten a nerf. They reduced their range and fire rate. So I'm interested to see if this is going to be enough. I don't think it will be, to be honest. I'm very hesitant to say that this is going to be enough to make this gun competitive. In my eyes, this gun is extremely overpowered, has been, and I don't think it's the range and the fire rate that are doing it. I think its damage output needs to be changed. I don't see a reason why I should get one bursted to the body. That's just me. Maybe I'm different. I don't know. So for the AUG, they have reduced their headshot multiplier, the maximum effective range, and the fire rate, as well as reducing damage for the 19.8-inch Task Force barrel. That is the barrel that I've seen the most that I run on my AUG. So I think this is a good nerf. I don't know if this all is going to be enough. But little steps, see how powerful these guns are still after this, and hopefully they will notice things if they need to be noticed. LMGs, the M60's gotten a little bit of a buff, increased ADS speed and weapon swap speed. Finally, that was one thing that I've noticed with LMGs is your mobility is absolutely like -7. If there was a scale of 0 to 10 on mobility, I'm pretty sure the M60 was a -4. So I'm very glad to see this get a little bit of a buff. Damage-wise, I think it might have needed a little nerf to the damage because of it, but we'll find out. As far as sniper rifles go, Sniper Rifle Charlie has gotten an increased damage multiplier for the upper chest to allow for one-hit kill without attachments. Interesting. The 22.6-inch Tiger team will now increase one-hit kill zone to the upper arms, and the recoil has been adjusted for the highest shot power. So hopefully this makes the gun a little bit more viable. I've had friends that have been trying to get camos for it for weeks, and it's just, according to them, it is just impossible. I haven't really touched snipers that much, but according to them, it is just absolutely impossible to get these attachments for the M82 because the gun is absolute dog shit. So hopefully this has changed that a little bit, although I have seen clips on Twitter that make me think otherwise. As far as pistols, the Magnum has gotten a buff, increased the damage range and fire rate. Very interested to see how that's going to work because I've seen akimbo Magnums that are absolutely stupidly overpowered. So hopefully they do some sort of nerfing with the akimbo slot at least. Shotguns have finally gotten the nerf that they need. Howard's damage range. Thank God, bro. Thank God. Damage range for the Howard and while using the 25.2-inch task force barrel have both been decreased. Thank God, bro. I've been getting mapped by shotguns at ranges that I should not be getting mapped by shotguns at. Same thing goes for the Gallo. Decreased range, decreased fire rate, and decreased range for the task force barrel. Again, great news. Thank you, Treyarch. Really appreciate the help here with these shotguns. A few things with perks going on. Flak Jacket is no longer going to block as much explosive damage. Forward Intel gives you a little bit more minimap viewable area. Ninja remove protection from field mic detection. Interesting. And now Spycraft has the full immunity to field mic. Interesting. So Ninja only does sound now. There's no visual. There's no visual mitigations from Ninja now. Interesting. Let's see, some equipment changes. The frag and Molotov have gotten some increased damage, and the Stim's heal speed is gone down a little bit. I think those are both good. I think those are both okay. All three of those are okay. Field mic no longer detects users who are crouching, ADS walking, or swimming. Interesting. Gas mine damage increase, remove detonation delay, reduced how much a player will be slowed when affected. Okay. Few changes to Scorestreaks, of course. The HARP, the High Altitude Reconnaissance Plane, which, if you guys have played past Call of Duties, is basically an advanced UAV. So what it shows is 100% real time where the enemy is and their direction. It's no longer just going to sweep over. The cruise missile has addressed an issue, a couple of issues with that, just some UI things, nothing to really note. RCXD, nothing again. So you're probably wondering, what does this mean? What does everything you just said mean? What is reduced headshot multiplier? What is increased damage range? Basically, all this means is some of the weapons that you were using, such as the AK-47, the Krig 6, and the M16 or the AUG, aren't necessarily going to be getting the kills as quickly as they used to be. The exact numbers and statistics on the gun changes that I just explained, I don't have, unfortunately. I don't have what they used to be. I don't have what they are now. So I don't have exact numbers. But from what I'm going to assume is some of these headshot multipliers are, 0.1, 0.2 difference. So you get a kill that does 1 damage, let's say. Does 1 damage. and let's say that damage is 50. One body shot with a gun is 50. Let's say that's the AK. With the AK, if you hit him in the head, you get a multiplier. Let's say that multiplier is 1.5. So now a headshot will do 75 damage. It does one body shot plus a half, so 75. That headshot multiplier was 1.5. Now it may be 1.3 or 1.25. So it may take more than 2 headshots to get a kill. It may take 2 headshots and a body shot. Something like that, something along those lines. It's basically all it means. Damage range, it's just the damage fall off is going to be there a little bit sooner or later, depending on whether there's an increase or decrease. Which basically means you're just going to be able to shoot people shorter at longer ranges if it was an increase, and you won't be able to if it was a decrease. All this means is the guns are going to behave a little bit differently, which is going to be changing the meta. You're going to see less M16s and AUGs, hopefully, if these changes were enough. I really think this gun has potential to be one of the best guns in the game with the correct attachments, but Treyarch needs to allow it to be. Unfortunately, at release, the gun was extremely overpowered, and nobody really used anything except it. So they nerfed it. Unfortunately, they nerfed it a little too far. And then nobody was using it. They realized that the damage fall off was so insane and the recoil was unmanageable. So they basically just said, fine, I won't use the gun, and just kind of started using the AKs, the M16s, and the AUGs.
Day 2.
Alright guys, just going to jump in here real quick. This is the day after I recorded the rest of this video that you guys just watched. If you guys stayed to the end, I really appreciate it. But I'm finally getting the Battle Pass that just released, so I figured I would record it and pop this into the video real quick for you guys. So basically, like I explained, it's 100 tiers of brand new content, including over 20 tiers that are free to everybody. You don't have to buy the Battle Pass to get any content. The free version ends up being one new thing every 5 tiers, whereas with the paid version you get one thing every new tier, every single tier. You can upgrade it at any time. You don't have to buy it at the beginning of the season. If you end up grinding through, all 100 tiers and you're like, well, shit, I might as well buy it, go for it. If it's the last day of the season and you're at tier 100, go for it. There's absolutely nothing saying you can't buy it then. Cool thing is, if you're playing multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone, you're still making progress on this Battle Pass. It's not strict to just one mode, which is awesome. Even if you go back to play Modern Warfare, it still has this Battle Pass, which is absolutely really cool. So I just want to roll through real quick, guys, show you what the entire Battle Pass looks like and what you guys can expect. Thank y'all so very much for sticking out to this long video. I know it ended up being over 20 minutes. I wanted it to be a little bit shorter, but unfortunately there was just a lot of stuff to cover in this Season 1 video. I was going to split it up, but I feel like it's more beneficial if I just put it into one video. I will leave the chapters down below, so if you want to know specifics on only the weapons or only the battle pass, just look down in the description near the bottom. You'll see them, or on your timeline now, you'll be able to scroll through and see the different chapters and what each one is. So check those out. As always, guys, make sure to follow me on my socials. Links down in the description, or I'm going to pop them up right here on screen. Make sure to follow those. And as usual and as per usual, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it may be, wherever you may be. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Much love as always, homies. Peace.